Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for our music and entertainment news. And we want to make sure you got your tickets to Q101's Twisted 2025 4 nights. They officially went on sale Friday. Over the weekend would have been a great time, although it was really nice out, so I understand if you didn't purchase your tickets yet. But do it this week now because it's going to be raining later on. Watching the Cubs game tonight. Just kind of kick back and make sure you have your tickets for one or all of the nights. Night 1 featuring AJR, Wet Leg, and Out in Front. Night 2 will be the next night, which will be Wednesday, December 10th. Cake and Miles Smith. Night 3, you got Third Eye Blind, Yellow Card, and The Paradox. And night 4, Sublime, Soul Coughing, and One for the Ditch featuring actor Dermot Mulrooney that saved the day last year when his brother's band filled in, and they're doing it again because that's a tradition now. There still is the first time ever that 4-night super ticket, 20% less than a single ticket while supplies last. When that goes, it's gone. I would get that. Make sure you're at every night. It's a party. It's not just the bands. And for our new listeners, Twisted is 4 nights of the most fabulous memories are created with that because we meet you, we get to hang out with you, and the whole Aragon has turned into a winter wonderland. It snows in the lobby of it when there's snow going on.
They actually do that. It's really cool.
It's pretty amazing. And with that new Red Line stop done right there at Lawrence, you get right out there and you walk right into the Aragon. It can't be any better. It's coming up that second week of December. So join us. All the information at Q101.com and all of our socials. Right when we got off the air last week on Friday, the sentence for Diddy was announced. He got 4 years in prison. So I thought when they announced the verdict, it seemed like he kind of got off. Mm-hmm. He could have gotten 11 years. That's what prosecutors wanted. But then I thought he was going to almost get like a time served type of deal, and I thought he's going to get off on this thing and get away with it. But he got 4 years. So that's decent. I mean, I know he deserves more, but it's something.
4 years is a lot of time.
It's all of high school. It's from, freshman year to senior year. It's a long time.
It's a long time.
He's also paying.
Yeah, it's one way of looking at it. What else is 4 years long? Presidential term?
Well, think about high school. High school felt like a long time, didn't it? Or no?
It did, but that's because your body was growing and changing. Do you think that's going to happen to Diddy?
Well, it might with some other his cellmates.
Amen, brother.
They don't like what he did. And no one should. He ordered to pay $500,000 fine, which doesn't sound like a lot for Diddy. But shouldn't it be like at least like $15 million? I'm not counting other people's money, but isn't he worth almost $1 billion still?
I don't think anymore.
I thought
Not after all these legal fees.
But I'm saying that fine by the courts, maybe people got payouts, but that should be more than that. He also broke down in tears and apologized to his mother. He also apologized to the women he abused. Some of his 7 kids also.
That's good.
Yeah, he apologized, so I'm sure it's okay, right?
Yeah. Hey, he didn't mean it.
Some of his 7 kids also spoke on his behalf, and then Diddy told the judge, quote, "They need me. They're scared. I'm scared. I will never put my hands on another person again. I have learned my lesson." That's what he said before they gave him 4 years. And he's gonna appeal, by the way. Try to get a better deal.
Appeal, but he just apologized. I was gonna be like, hey, but I shouldn't have to deal with all this.
I'm sure his lawyer said, be sympathetic and apologize, and then they might think, if you go out there with cocky, we're not gonna win an appeal that way.
No, he can't act like Diddy while appealing.
No.
He's going to have a changing character.
What's he going to do, grab the judge by the hair and drag her out of the hallway?
Sad. Oh, my God.
That ain't going to work.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, he got caught. He apologized. It's not enough at the time, but it's better than what I thought. Does that make sense? I don't know.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, at least, unfortunately, it's not more, but at least there's something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. The Smashing Machine opened. We talked about that. That's The Rock's new movie, and we were really looking forward to it. Kay saw it. We'll get to that in a second. But over the weekend, so Taylor Swift, the official release party of A Showgirl, did $33 million at the theaters.
For a bad album.
I don't know if it's bad or good. I can't judge. I don't know if Kenzie.
You didn't dive into the new Taylor Swift this weekend?
I did not. I meant to.
Not good. Let me tell you, you're not missing anything.
I mean, I didn't think I'd listen to that after the Cubs blew that game to console myself.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Kenzie, have you listened to it?
Yes.
Do you like it?
I like part of it. I like 4 songs.
Okay. Why do you think it's garbage?
It's just songwriting's bad, production's bad. She's not singing anymore. She's doing this weird thing where she just talks over the beat. I don't like it.
I was going to say, I want to know
There's a couple on there that are fun. That I prefer, but that's me in almost every genre. I prefer like slow music. So I like when she has more like ballad songs. I feel like that about almost every genre though. And this is definitely a boppier album. So that's usually not my taste. But I'm not one of those people who craps all over other people's favorite music. I hate, like, I've seen so many people online just bashing her, and I go, how about you just don't listen to it? I don't think you need to bash somebody. So they created. Other people are allowed to listen to it if they want. You just don't have to. I just don't think that's fun to do to people.
Well, some people, it's very fun.
I think it's crappy.
The music discussion and debate. So that did $33 million at the box office.
Yes.
Then One Battle After Another did another $11 million this year. The Leonardo DiCaprio, fantastic movie that Case saw that one. And Case, being a big movie guy now, saw The Smashing Machine, which I want to see really bad. I didn't get to it. Wanted to do the matinee on Friday. Just didn't make it. Just couldn't make it. Kind of like Spicoli and Fast Times. I just couldn't make it on time. So that was a disappointment. At least I saw everybody really saying that The Rock's movie bombed, using those words.
Okay. Well, what did it do at the box office?
$6 million.
Oh, $6 million. Okay.
$6 million, and like over 3,500 theaters, which is a lot. Pretty good. So I don't know if it was the Taylor Swift thing. I don't know if it was the NFL, college football, baseball playoffs. People just didn't go to the theaters. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good movie or not.
I think people were at the theaters. They were just seeing other things.
So you saw it.
I did.
Do you think it's good or bad or what?
So if you are somebody maybe with children and time is limited and you want to get out to the theater but you only have time to go see one movie and you're deciding between The Smashing Machine and One Battle After Another, go see One Battle After Another. It's not even close. That's the better movie. I think that's going to be the better film-going experience.
Wow, and that's because I know you, like myself, are into the fighting world and that story in The Smashing Machine, but it didn't cut it, huh?
Well, I liked it, but it's not. I mean, it's not anywhere close to what One Battle After Another is, and I was hoping they were going to be on the same level, but they're not. The Smashing Machine is a film adaptation of a documentary by the same name. The documentary follows fighter Mark Kerr during the early days of UFC and then a Japanese fighting organization called Pride Fighting Championship. And so you see in this movie The Rock making perhaps the most artistic choice of his entire career, granted not too far off from what we know him as a professional wrestler, but far different than him in a Fast and Furious movie, far different than him in a superhero movie. This is The Rock trying to play a deeply human, deeply flawed, drug-ridden fighter, and you have Emily Blunt, who's his wife, and I thought Emily Blunt was absolutely brilliant in the movie.
The high-maintenance wife.
The high-maintenance wife, which if you weren't here at 6:45 on Friday, where did you get that description from? Because you were reading a description of the movie.
That was a description from the movie company.
Okay.
It said The Rock deals with his high-maintenance wife, Emily Blunt.
I gotta say, after watching it, high maintenance.
Oh, so they were
a correct description of the movie. Emily Blunt does something. I won't spoil this in the movie. Emily Blunt does something in this movie towards the end when she is, as the kids say, crashing out, having a bit of a meltdown.
Oh, boy.
She does something that made the entire theater collectively gasp all at once. Nobody saw it coming, what she was going to do, what she threatened to do. Completely insane. The flaw with The Smashing Machine is that this movie came out the same year as the F1 movie with Brad Pitt. And I came on here in July and I said the great thing about F1 is that I had never watched an F1 race before. And as that movie went along, not only did they walk me through all the intricacies of F1, but I was able to learn about it. And now if I'm home on a Sunday morning, I can flip on an F1 race on ESPN and I can follow it. Like, I know about the tires and about tire pressure now. It was really interesting the way F1 did it. I think The Smashing Machine, you're dealing with really good performances from The Rock, from Emily Blunt, and from Ryan Bader, who's an MMA fighter, not an actor, but he plays another MMA fighter in the movie. He plays Mark Coleman and does an excellent job. The problem is that I don't think they hammer home the intricacies of MMA and of the tournament that they were fighting in. I think all of that stuff is really confusing, and I think if you don't go in with prior knowledge of what Pride Fighting Championships were, I don't think you're going to get a ton of enjoyment out of those scenes. It's a number of great performances, but a really flawed script.
So basically, it's catering to the fighting people like me.
But I wasn't even satisfied by it because the whole basis of the movie is this Pride Grand Prix tournament from the year 2000, and the way they set up the tournament in the movie is so confusing. And I know about the real life tournament.
Yeah,
it's frustrating. It's a good
so
movie.
It's
not
not going to have
movie.
the Rocky effect because people are not going to understand it.
That's what I thought going in. It's like they're talking about
generation's Rocky. That's how I felt about it.
And they talked about The Rock getting an Oscar for his performance, and he's been in so many action movies, which I love, by the way, the stuff he's done. But this was going to be a new level movie for him.
And I hope that this inspires him to continue doing this. I'm really interested in artistic Rock choices, with this being the first of hopefully many. He does a great job. I have zero issue with his performance. Again, I thought Emily Blunt was great. It's just a movie that is not as good as it should be. And whereas with Rocky, especially Rocky 1, bit of an uplifting movie, The Smashing Machine, not so much.
So Mitchell checked in. One of our regular texts said, my buddy started the stream smashing machine, but turned it off because he didn't like the way it was filmed. So we watched The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke instead. So good.
Haven't seen The Wrestler, can't comment.
That's supposed to be a fantastic movie. I never saw it. I don't know why I never got that one, but it's supposed to be incredible.
I liked the way the movie was filmed. I thought it looked great.
Yeah, well, listen, he still might win the Oscar. Doesn't mean,
Well, no, he won't. Not in a year with Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another and Michael B. Jordan Sinners.
That's a tough poll.
Yeah,
It's a bummer.
look, I love The Rock. I hope he gets a nomination. Again, I hope this inspires
Right.
The Rock to do more cool things. He is not winning that award this year. There is zero chance
Hey,
of
you
that.
never know. There's been many upsets.
Not in a year with Leo and Michael B. Jordan. He's not.
Check
well,
out
yeah, Leo, always wins.
He's got a shot this year.
Check
I
out the
hope so.
movie guy over here,
I
huh?
love movies are awesome. Everybody go to a movie
Listen to
theater
the
for
passion.
the love of God.
Yeah, and Leo, like I said, to Kenzie's point, should have won for so many things. Listen to The
Well,
Departed
that's my
alone.
point.
Yeah.
Is that,
Now, before we finish up on music entertainment news, because a lot went on, and Kenzie, I thought this was something you were coming and say you watched this over the weekend, but it wasn't, was Monster, the Ed Gein story, which I wanted to watch this. It was too nice of a weekend to sit inside and watch anything, so I'm going to watch it when it gets like
it's
rainy.
coming up. This is one of my spooky choices. But I honestly think it's going to, like, I wasn't able to watch Dahmer. I knew from the jump I didn't want to watch Dahmer. I knew it was going to be too repulsive, if that makes sense. And I feel like I may feel that way about this one, too. 'Cause it's a step. It goes far beyond murder, if you don't know his story. And it's so disturbing. I'm scared that I'm not even going to be able to stomach it, if that makes sense.
This is like movies like Psycho, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and were based on that story, which is
Yes.
locally here in Wisconsin. But man, Charlie Hunman, who you probably know from Sons of Anarchy more than anything, when he's all clean shaven, I can't believe it's the same guy. And I
know.
got so many DMs saying, "Are you watching this?" So a lot of our listeners definitely loved Monster, the Ed Gein story on Netflix, and I'm going to get to it. But Kenzie got to something that I'm also trying to get to because my wife saw it on a work trip and said, you got to catch up on that Charlie Sheen documentary.
Oh my gosh. So I ended up, which wasn't my plan for the weekend, but my husband and I never agree on what to watch. And he's like, I'd watch that Charlie Sheen thing. And I'm like, I'm game. So AKA Charlie Sheen is the name of it. It's on Netflix. Holy crap. I have to say, I didn't enjoy the first probably 20 minutes. It was fine. Okay. Like it's a two-parter. Both parts are very long. Both parts are over an hour. Just a heads up. The first 20 minutes, I was kind of over it. I'm getting very sick of every docuseries maker. They start off with the childhood, and then they're always like, oh my God, they had a video camera, starting at the age of 8, and we just knew they were gonna be famous. It's like, no, your dad was, Martin Sheen. That's why you were gonna be an actor, not because you had a video camera. Every little kid had a video camera and danced around and filmed it. And I seen it with all of them. Even the Call Her Daddy docuseries, I watched that. They start off, she used to film videos. She loved attention. She was funny. She was goofy. She danced around. That's just kids. I am getting so sick of a whole backstory on they were revolutionary when they were 8. No, they weren't. They're goofing around. I'm so bored of it. Just if his dad wasn't who his dad was, if he didn't grow up in Hollywood in the era he grew up in it wouldn't have happened. And that's fine. A great actor. Totally fine. They were all like that. When he was growing up, he was best friends with Sean Penn and all. And then their buddies all helped get him in movies. It was just the way it worked. It's
However,
fine.
you can't deny Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez brothers, the movies they cleared were just, I'd like to say, unbelievable.
It doesn't deny talent. It doesn't mean you're not talented.
they got a leg
because
up.
that was your dad. But it wasn't because you were running around with a video camera at 6. That's not what happens. So just stop. I'm so sick of it. It's so boring.
Okay,
so
but
that's
what did
the
Charlie
first
Sheen do?
So did you like it or not?
So yeah, what I'm just saying, I hate that art.
No,
I'm
I
sick of it.
heard you. What did Charlie Sheen do?
Come up with something new. So, Charlie Sheen did everything that you could ever imagine. It is absolutely unhinged. So the thing is, I grew up in the era more of Tiger Blood Charlie Sheen. I knew him nuts. I knew him 2.5 Men. And to watch everything ensue, because this is a long journey of sobriety, not, and what his family had to go through and what he's been through and the drugs he's done. I can't believe this man.
I love that you're shocked by that.
No. Everybody's shocked by it. You don't understand. Hardcore. In this docuseries, he said one of his turning points, one of the first times he got sober, was Slash said to him, I've never seen anybody act like this. You need to clean it up. And he goes, and that was Slash. So I didn't feel good about that. Like he has legitimate like hard party rockers. Like, bro, relax. Like it is so insane what he's been through. It was really interesting watching what Denise Richards did for his life because he blew that marriage up with, breaking sobriety. And he immediately married somebody else who was an addict. She stepped into his life and still helped her and him multiple times. And you can tell it still breaks her heart. And I didn't realize what a great person she was. I never thought she was a bad person. But holy crap. Did she talk about the angel of his life? Like if he's going on his deathbed, he should be like, thank you for Denise Richards because she saved him countless times. Divorce. She came over and made sandwiches for him and the hookers in his home.
Oh, that's
to help.
Wonderful.
She's like, well, I got it. Like, I just want him to be good. We have kids. Like, it was just unbelievable. The journey is crazy. It is great to see him now. There is nothing he won't talk about. And when I tell you my jaw hit the floor more than once about him being willing to admit some of it, nothing's off limits in this, and it's a journey. It makes you feel like you've lived the calmest life in the entire world and you've done nothing. It's crazy.
Well, I'm going to watch it for sure. I'd catch up on that. So Smashing Machine and, all the stuff that's going on, and that's the Charlie Sheen documentary Kenzie's talking about. Whatever you're watching, hit us up and let us know.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. What are you taking away from today's show? Hit us up, 312-591-8300 with a takeaway that you have from today's show. First show of the week with Brian and Kenzie here on Q101. We're about 120 seconds away from a chance at $1,000.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
So as the Cubs advanced, things did not go well on Saturday. After Michael Busch's leadoff home run, maybe things are going to go really well today. It's going to be an awesome day.
Gave up 3 runs in 4 innings. And Busch with a fly ball deep to right field. Way back there, that ball is gone! Michael Busch continues his late season assault. A leadoff homer for the Cubs in Game 1.
Wasn't it cool then at that point?
It was awesome.
It was really cool.
Kenzie, did you like it when he hit that home run?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? This seems like it's over. I should just turn this off and enjoy that we've won officially.
Should have done that. It would have been a better afternoon. Yeah. I mean, it turned into a disaster. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, to be honest. I'm going to be like Craig Counsell. We're on the next game here. We turn the page. It's over.
Well, it's your job to talk about it.
Well, but I almost like him at this point. I mean, Shota is on the hill tonight. He's got to pitch the best game of his career tonight, without question. Had his struggles this season, but definitely has to do it tonight. And Kenzie, where's the spot to watch in Wrigleyville, the game, if people want to head over there?
Yeah, Old Crow is going to have a official watch party, and then there's a pre- and post-game broadcast going on with CHGO Cubs. That's the network my husband's part of, and it's free to get in. So it's going to be a super fun experience. Not trying to throw shade. I'm just saying there's a couple watch parties going on in the city, and they're ticketed events.
Sounds like you're throwing shade.
I'm just saying, if you would rather go watch it and not spend money to watch it and have a super fun environment with a live broadcast, I would say go to Old Crow, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, you can take that money and spend it on beers.
Okay, and food.
That's what I'm talking about. But instead of just rehashing that game more, why don't we play, and maybe the Cubs can hear this, what they did in Game 3 to get here to make this is a better feel-good thing. I want to have positive vibes. I don't want to talk about that game Saturday anymore. And it's 8:08 tonight, by the way, a little late. I was hoping that was Eastern time. Turned out not to be.
On TBS, and it's like the Dodgers and Phillies have to play before them. That's not fair.
No.
I want to watch the Cubs and then the Dodgers and Phillies.
Yeah, why didn't they do that for us?
That would have been better. Think about us at Major League Baseball.
How about us?
We get up very early.
But let's leave with this before we get to the chance at $1,000 of feeling good about the Cubs, and this is fire them up for tonight. Let's go. Let's do this.
Machado to right center field. Cool Armstrong. Electric. Maybe no one better in the game anywhere than PCA. Center field. Here comes Jackson narrow. It goes for base hits. Heat Crow Armstrong puts the Cubs on top in Game 3. Pirates ball 4. Swanson walks in a run. It's 2-0. And Merrill grounds the ball to shortstop. Swanson to the bag. Swanson to first. Swanson to the dugout. He's everywhere. 1-2. Iglesias lines it to second. And a leaping Nico Horner. They tried somebody else. That was the wrong somebody. That's drives the ball to deep right field. Michael Busch. Goodbye. First pitch swinging from into center. Pete Crow Armstrong on a 3-hit day. Makes the catch. The Chicago Cubs are going to head up 94. They move on to Milwaukee.
Take me back to my childhood. I love this game. I love to compete. I love my teammates. This is an incredible group of men, and I couldn't be more proud to be here.
See, tomorrow I want to produce one of those for the game tonight. That's what I want to do.
I'm hoping it happens.
Because I couldn't produce anything, you see, from Saturday's game. Except for just playing the hit. It was kind of a buzzkill that way, you see?
That's kind of not a vibe, okay?
Not a vibe at all. Let's go, Cubs. Let's do this.
Now, it's your chance to win $1,000 with $5K a day. Message and data rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
Q101.
5K a day, your shot at it. Sponsored locally by Woldheist Farms Sunrise Greenhouse, our great friends, with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So here's what you do. You text into a different text number than usual. Our side piece text number is 95819. 95819. Text the word GAIN. G-A-I-N. GAIN. 95819. Get it there. You don't have to do it right this second. If you're driving, certainly don't get in an accident over this because you have plenty of time to do it. You don't have to be first through. We'll text you back to confirm your entry. Dated messaging rates may apply. Please don't text and drive. Text GAIN when you can to 95819 right now for your chance. We have some takeaways coming up after Blink. Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Lauren's on the way to take you through probably the last 80-degree day of the year. It's going to be good. She's going to do a great job. But it's the last 80-degree day of the year. A little bit of a buzzkill, probably. Tomorrow will be in the 60s. But, hey, you got fall. That's what you want. You want that anyway, right, Kenzie? You want fall.
I do want the fall.
Yeah. So check in. Lauren's on the way in. We got our takeaways at 312-591-8300. Something that you found memorable on the show. Case, what do you got?
Takeaway from Harley, I guess Downers Grove hates America.
Wow. People in Downers Grove catching strays this morning.
Well, they shouldn't hate America.
Well,
Right. It's on them, really.
what do you got, Kenzie?
Takeaway from Alejandro. Why is that bitch posting my man? Oh, it's her dad. Never mind.
And finally,
That one's on me.
finally a takeaway from Juan. Takeaway. Less employees, bigger flags.
Nothing more American than that.
Well, to figure out what all that stuff's about in context, go to the podcast in case what's on the podcast.
Well, this morning, Brian and Kenzie applied for second jobs, need a little bit of extra income. So Brian talked about his passionate welding career.
Yeah.
That might be underway. Kenzie, of course, just looking for anything at this point.
What do you got for me out there?
That's really in need of something.
Leaning toward professional shopping for you.
I would love that. We got no text about that, which was a really big bummer. I was hoping to get, inundated.
It's shocking that didn't light up the phone lines.
No. He didn't.
We learned this morning that Kenzie is irrationally afraid of being stabbed and has a lot of thoughts on that. And we learned that Downers Grove hates America. If you missed that conversation, we read a story about how Steak and Shake is installing, quote, the biggest flags possible according to the local government at every Steak and Shake location. That is, of course, the biggest story in America. That's what everybody's talking about. We broke it down as well, and it turns out that Downers Grove has very strict regulations on American flags, thus they hate America.
Or we were the only ones to talk about it in America because we only speak the truth here and we get the real story out there that you don't hear about in the mainstream media.
The lamestream media, as I call it.
Preach.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.